Immigrates tapping in. This is just me on day number 18 of my fast. That puts me 45% through my 40-day fast. I'm at 45%. And how do I feel? Well, I was just in the library for, a few hours or whatever. And, any building in the United States sitting in this 97 degree weather is gonna have the AC blasting. And right now I feel cold. Like I got the motherfucking shivers, which has me like really just basking in the sunlight. Now, mind you, there's a lot of people that sit out here under the sun, start giving out beads of sweat on their skin, like hot as hell. So a lot of people can't stand this heat. Right now, this feels comforting. You know what I mean? It feels good. Like, and then it made me realize, like, dang, I have been feeling like cold a lot lately. So I don't know if that's because I'm not eating. People, if you notice people who are bigger, who got a lot more weight on them, their bodies hold more heat. So I don't know if there's a correlation there, and if I'm just expected to just be able to get cold easier. But I do feel like I've been getting cold easier in general. Anything else going on with me? I mean, I'm still used to not eating. Shoot, I'm starting to get used to not drinking because I'm not always being conscious of having a bunch of water intake and all of that. So, but as far as like energy, again, I got all the energy that I need to do anything that I want to do. Main thing that wants me to eat, that has me wanting to eat, is just wanting some taste in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And actually wanting to, and maybe not liking me getting all skinny in the face and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm not no huge fan of it. Thank God I got like good bone structure in general, because otherwise I'd be looking for real super fucked up out here. But if you know me on a regular, you probably think I look weird already. Nevertheless, people who don't know me, they meet me, they probably just think I'm just a strong, hardcore nigga, or you know what I mean, or I just been through some hard shit or something. Like, I don't take no shit. But I do miss eating. I'm passing a bunch of stores even right now. It's just like, man, I would love to just taste that food. Because honestly, where my stomach is right now, I probably wouldn't be able to eat too much food even if I tried to. I was, after being out all day yesterday, when I got in the crib, I ain't getting in the crib till probably about nighttime. Probably like around, the sun was definitely down already. And it's probably like 9, almost 10 o'clock when I'm in the crib. And I decided to drink the lemonades from the Master Cleanses. I took 2 doses of that. I could barely finish the 2. I was full once I got 1.5 way through the lemonades. And I also took some sea moss. And, that was it. I was full. So that's off a liquid with just a little bit of content in it. Some lemons and some cayenne pepper and maple syrup. So imagine, since we talking about maple syrup, imagine if a nigga had a whole breakfast, a whole, pancakes and maple syrup and all of that. I wouldn't have been able to do nothing with that. I'd have been stuffed. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we are stuffed from shit like that, but the things that keep us going is actually the taste of the food, being addicted to the salt and the sugar. It'll have you eating past when your body is really not interested in eating. And so I guess maybe none of that is necessarily taking place, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. Like, man, it's just liquids and not even that many, but I'm like full, stuffed, full. So I thought that was interesting. I'm still out here on a chicken run from one joint to the next and handling stuff with my businesses. So everything moving at light speed, or just updating, fasting for the healing. We going for the 40. So health wise, I think there's some things going on. a real minute level, I had to get grotesque to maybe even this. I have to be revealing and grotesque to even describe some of the things and changes that I'm seeing in my shit. But you know, there are things that are happening that I'm noticing that is changing. One thing I give off top, like shit. I don't even think it took me a minute to realize, but it's just like, yo, I'm waking up in the morning pissing for like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pissing for 2 whole minutes. Like, what the fuck going on? Water retention has increased apparently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that should change, but it's a lot more that needs to be done. I be thinking like maybe I'm breaking out. Maybe my body's still trying to get rid of shit. I am disappointed in myself for having smoked weed. I will say that because, you know, smoke in the lungs brings about mucus, and even though I have been I've smoking weed 3 times now since I've been fasting. The first 2 times it was in a bowl, but this last time that I did it, it was in a Dutch. And for those who don't know, any sort of like leaf, all that shit is tobacco. Anytime you are rolling a Dutch or blunt, not papers, but anything that's like a leaf or cigar, whatever, all that shit is tobacco. It's made with tobacco. Just, you roll pure leaf, even you think it's pure, it's tobacco. All right, understand that. Let that be understood. Yeah, if you roll straight backwood, whatever, like, and just the leaf without the paper, yeah, it is better than rolling it with the papers, and all of that. But you know, as far as like the cigar papers and all that, but it's still tobacco. Know that. So with that said, you're putting mucus into your body when you do that. So I'm a little disappointed in myself. And it ends up showing though, like my body, if not immediately, like very close to when I smoke, react to it. I'll start like, you know, having runny noses and having to sneeze and, you know what I'm saying, spit and things of that nature. All because I had smoke. But I am also noticing that maybe because my body is cleansed, that it doesn't take much to expel it from my system. But I'm not going to let that be a reason for me to feel like, all right, I could just smoke because it's going to leave my system anyway. You know what I mean? Got to stay smart and diligent. But outside of that, though, it's a little like, you know, skin breakouts happening. Like, you might even could see some on my face a little bit or whatever. Now, I know this comes from eating certain types of foods from before I was fasting. I think right now my body's trying to get rid of that shit completely. But I got a whole 3 weeks left for this shit. You know what I'm saying? More than 3 weeks. So, but at least I could say 3 weeks. Shit. At least I could say 3 weeks, yo. That actually matters. That counts. 21 days after today, this fast should be over. 22. So we getting there though. We ain't war on graduation.